Rolling audio. Computer, turn on key light. Computer, turn on backlight. All right, I don't know, my hair is definitely crazy. Woo, okay, all right. New day, new video. You know what, I'm digging the hair. Let's just roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with the hair. I think it adds to the video, if anything. Why not, right? We're rolling with the hair. Maybe this side needs a touch up. Welcome everybody to the Futurespace Collective, where we explore the world of products for imagination. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, products that fit into that category niche that help us create a sense of ambiance, a sense of mood within our own spaces, be it our bedroom, our living room, our dining room, our creation room, whatever room. Rooms don't have to be defined by a word. They can be whatever you make them. So last time on the channel, I reviewed a very budget-friendly video projector by Apeman. We're gonna take a look at their older brother, which is also a super budget projector, but this one, the difference with this one is that for a little teeny tiny bit more money, you're gonna get a lot more image quality out of this thing. So let's take a look at that right now. We're taking a look today at the Apeman LC650. All right, let's take a look at the box here. The LC650 video projector, 1920 by 1080p native resolution. That's right. See that? 1080p. 1080p, a 1080p high definition video projector. Now, 1080p might not seem like a big deal, but if you guys click that price link below in the description to see how much this thing costs, you'll understand my excitement. I really hope that it lives up to all the hype and the great reviews that I've read online. Always cut away from the body, safety first. Okay, we're gonna take it out. So we got a second box of accessories here. HDMI cable, the Apeman remote. We have a power cable. We have old school RCA cables. And we have this little user manual booklet here. Okay, let's get organized. All right, so now that we're all organized, let's take this thing out of the bag, check it out. Woo! There we go. So it has this metal top finish. It feels very high end. I assume this metal top also helps dissipate the heat. Very sexy projector, if I must say so myself. It looks like a high-end projector, it really does. There's this like little pushy button thing. Oh, you can actually push that down and then you can push out this leg at the front here. And so that's if you want to angle the projection upwards, you can do so. That's a helpful feature. This is where the infrared remote communicates with the projector to control it. What do we got? We got the lens right there. Wow. This thing is, I gotta say, aesthetically, it's super pleasing, which is a big win considering the price, again, the price point. So you can focus it. It's got a really smooth action on its focus ring. Very nice. Look how far this extends. Wow, it's still going. Okay, there, we've maxed it out. So focus ring, nice metal focus ring, very aesthetically pleasing. On the back here, so what do we got? We got an HDMI, we have two USB inputs, we have our auxiliary inputs and our audio video inputs for those three old school RCA cables. And of course we have power. This button at the top, I'm assuming, is also the power on. I think this unit looks absolutely stunning aesthetically. Let's test it out. Let's see if it turns on. Let's jump right in. Before we do, actually, I'll show you guys, even the remote is pretty aesthetically pleasing. That's the back of the remote right there. 2 AAA batteries it takes, not included it seems. That's what we're looking at with the remote control. The controls, the buttons on the remote to control the unit. I mean, I'm amazed at how far we've come, the day and age that we're living in, and you can pick up a projector at this price point so cheap. I'm super curious. Let's dive right in, shall we?
Okay. So I'm gonna be using a roll of photo paper as my sort of makeshift screen to test out the projector, which albeit isn't the best solution, but to run some tests, it's definitely good enough. I highly recommend ordering a proper projector screen for a nice flat surface to give the best results, or even shooting at a white wall would work too. In my case, I just didn't have those at my disposal, so we're moving forward with the photo paper. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the specs on the Apeman LC650. Now, first and foremost, I should mention the projector is rated at 50,000 hours for the bulb life. That's pretty substantial at this price point. Again, you're gonna get a lot of life out of this thing, and it should last for a very, very long time. So it has a recommended projection distance of 5 to 28 feet that will result in basically a 50-inch to a 300-inch size screen that you're projecting onto. So it can go pretty big, and 28 feet, that's pretty good. That's pretty far away. So for mounting, if you wanted to mount this to a ceiling or your roof, you can pick up an M4 projector mount. I've included the links below in the description. Basically, the mount connects to the 4 holes there are on the bottom of the projector where the little feet go. Instead of putting the feet in, you can screw in the projector mount and mount it to a ceiling or something like that, a wall if you wanted to. Or of course, you can just use those small feet to place it on a table so it doesn't move around, and then you can move the leg that comes out of the bottom and angle it upwards at your projector's screen or your wall. So a really cool thing is that the Keystone Adjustment is actually electronic within the projector, meaning you can adjust it with the remote to make those lines perfectly straight on your projector screen. Another really cool thing is when I initially unboxed this, I was wondering, why does it have 2 USB ports? Well, the answer to that is one of those USB ports actually can output power. So that's really, really useful if you want to pair it with a Roku device and turn it into a smart projector. So that's a really smart idea that they decided to include 2 USB ports and 1 for power. There are 2 built-in speakers on this projector, and it is smartly designed. They put the left speaker on the left side of the projector and the right speaker on the right side of the projector to actually make a stereo image. And the projector does also support both front and rear projection modes. If you want to project it from the front or from the back to your screen, it's capable of doing that, which I thought was also a neat feature. So the other USB port, you can actually connect a USB stick if you're in a pinch, and it will read the files off that USB stick. You can play back video files, photos, and music, although I don't know who nowadays is gonna play music back on a projector over a USB stick, but hey, it's a really cool add-on feature that the projector can actually read a USB stick and read files directly from the stick. So most devices nowadays are obviously HDMI, and you can connect them to the projector through that HDMI cable. If you wanted to, like I mentioned previously, turn it into a smart projector, you can easily do so by buying a smart device, be it a Roku or a Fire Stick, Apple TV, Chromecast, whatever you want. You can buy it and make it into a smart projector. You can even power it with that USB port we were talking about earlier and connect it into the HDMI port. If you wanted to connect your Apple MacBook or your MacBook Pro, you can easily do that by buying an adapter. Whether your MacBook is a mini display port, you can get a mini display port to HDMI, or the newer MacBook Pros are USB-C, you can get a USB-C to HDMI adapter. The price links for that are below in the description on where to get those for cheap. And for an Android phone, you can even try getting a Miracast. Now, I've heard about these. You should be able to cast your Android phone or even your Apple phone using a Miracast. I have not personally tried it, but I've heard good things about them, especially considered the price point of the Miracast. That could be another option. If casting your phone or computer is something you do want to do often to the projector, this could be worth looking into. I've provided the links below to all these things that we've discussed and more. And of course, if you wanted to connect a regular laptop or desktop, you can do so by using the HDMI output. The included HDMI cable is not very long on the projector, so again, I've included a link to a super long HDMI cable that would be helpful if you do plan to connect your laptop or computer to the projector. All right, so my final thoughts after testing out this projector. Listen, I can definitely recommend this projector, especially if you're looking to get into the projector market, if this is your first projector purchase, if you want to gift a projector, or you're maybe looking to pick up a projector for the office, or maybe you're just looking to spice up your multimedia setup a little bit. This is definitely a great choice, or even if you need a projector for like a one-off use, like an event or something. So this is definitely the projector to get if you are on a budget, but you do want to invest a little bit more. Still on a budget, but want to invest a little bit more because you do care about the image quality. It really can be a great addition to your home multimedia setup. You know, it's a really cool thing to have a really giant screen on demand if you're having a bunch of people over or something like that, or even just yourself and you just want a huge screen to look at. Now you can have it on the cheap. You know, pair it with a speaker system, mount it to your ceiling, get yourself a projector screen, and look, you've now got a home theater on the cheap. I can see a ton of different scenarios where this would be a really useful projector to have. All in all, the Apeman LC650, it has an array of inputs and output options to connect all of your devices, all in an aesthetically pleasing package with a good-looking 1080p image, all at an exceptionally good price point. It definitely gets my thumbs up. That's all I gotta say about that. So if you like this channel idea, I ask you to smash the like button, click the product links, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Products for imagination and mood setting, art, decor, lighting, technology to take your space into the future. Good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever or whenever you're watching from, and I'll see you guys in the next one.